This is Shark. Shark lives in a country under the leadership of Poseidon. There are roads to go to work. There are bridges to cross rivers. There are markets to trade and make a living. Every month, Shark pays taxes to Poseidon. Not happy, does not like it, but still has to pay. Because Shark knows, roads do not grow by themselves. Bridges do not stand on their own. Markets do not exist automatically. Taxes are the price to pay. So society does not fall into chaos. Then one year, everything collapses at the same time. A storm bigger than ever. Bridges break. Roads are destroyed. Markets burn down. Vehicles cannot run. Goods cannot be sold. People lose jobs. Money stops circulating. The entire economy feels like it is being strangled. Poseidon looks at the country and understands one thing immediately.
If it is not fixed right now, society collapses.
To fix it, a huge amount of shells is needed. But what about that year's taxes? Shark just got hit by the storm. Business losses everywhere. Tax revenue is lower than ever. Not enough money. But if nothing is fixed,
Everything dies.
Poseidon stands before two paths. The first path, raise taxes immediately. Taxes go up. Shark has to hand over more shells, while just losing jobs, just losing homes. Shark is hungry. Shark is angry. Shark curses. Shark start thinking, what is the point of working if whatever you make gets taken? Shark do not want to work. The economy slows down. Taxes collected become even less, strangling yourself. The second path, borrow shells. Borrow from big merchants. Borrow from other countries. Borrow from international organizations. But borrowing means paying back. In other words, borrowing from your future self. Poseidon says,
Lend to me now. Later I will pay back both principal and interest.
Those shells are called public debt. Public debt is not money falling from the sky. It is money that must be repaid someday. Thanks to those borrowed shells, bridges are rebuilt, roads are repaired, markets reopen, vehicles move again, goods circulate. People have jobs, society survives, but the price starts to show in later years. Every year, Poseidon must repay debt. Not paying means losing credibility. Losing credibility means no more borrowing. No more borrowing means real collapse. But repay with what? With Shark's taxes. If Poseidon borrows just enough and uses those shells to build things that create value, roads that make trading faster, bridges that increase commerce, markets that strengthen the economy, then Shark does better. Income rises, taxes rise naturally, debt gets paid quickly. That is good public debt. But if Poseidon borrows too much, uses it to cover old mistakes, uses it to feed an inflated system, uses it to buy temporary stability, without creating new value, then tragedy begins. The debt remains, interest keeps running every year, but the economy does not get stronger. Want to repay the debt? Only one option left. Raise taxes. At this point, Shark does not pay taxes to build roads, does not pay taxes to develop. Shark pays taxes, only to pay for past stupidity. At its core, public debt is taking tomorrow's shells to spend today. Spend wisely. The future is lighter. Spend stupidly. The future becomes a slave. Public debt is not bad. Without debt, many countries die immediately when crisis hits. But public debt becomes a disaster when the speed of borrowing is faster than the speed of creating value. And remember one thing, Poseidon does not repay debt with Poseidon's money. The ones who repay are Shark, Shark's children, and Shark's grandchildren. Shark is all of us. The end. Remember to subscribe to the channel.